Hello friends, you're welcome back to this channel. Thanks for always being there. Yes, what I have today, as you can see, is how I actually make this princess hanger dress. Very lovely, and it's something you can get yourself if you want to make yours. All I would say in this video is just to take your time. You just have to take your time and watch this video to the end, and at the end you practice on your own, then you are good to go. Now, if this is your first time you watch my video, I welcome you to this channel. Here is a channel where you can learn a lot. All you need to do is to click on the subscribe button below, and you click on the notification bell and make sure it is always on, so that each time I release a new video you can have access to it. Thank you very much. You can see how lovely this dress is. Very nice and beautiful. I hope you like this. So in this video, I'm going to take you through step by step in detail. This video is detailed. I'm going to show you how everything on this dress, everything about this dress is being achieved. Thank you very much. So here is the back. It's actually for ages 3 to 12 months. That is 3 months to 1 year. So depends on the size of the princess you're making it for. So if yours is higher than in terms of age, bigger than what I've just said, then you just have to increase it. That's all. Thank you very much. Thanks for watching. So the first thing I'm going to do is to make a slip knot. So making sure that it can roll, the hook can roll in between. So right now I'm going to chain 72. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, till I get to 72 chain. So here is my 72 chains. So right now I'm going to chain 2. 1, 2. So I skip the first 3 chains, 1, 2, 3. I insert into the 4th chain with double crochet. So I have 2 double crochets here. Now I proceed into the next one. 3, next, 4, next, 5, 6, next, 7, next, 8, 8, next, 9, next, 10. You can see I have 10 double crochets here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So right now I'm going to chain 2. 1, 2. So I insert in this same loop with double crochet. Can you see now my corner has been formed? So I proceed in the next. So already this one is standing as 1 double crochet for the next one. So I proceed into the next loop, double crochet. So here I'm going to proceed till I get to the 18th double crochet. As you can see, I've completed this, the first round. Here I have 10, here 18, 18 double crochet. Then here, which is the front neckline, 20 double crochet. Then here I have 18, and this place 10. So right now I'm going to proceed from here. So I'm going to chain one, then I return into the first loop with double crochet. I proceed into the next one, double crochet, next, double crochet, next, next, double crochet. And you see, so right now I insert into this corner loop, double crochet, then I chain two, one, two. I insert again the second time into the corner loop. Can you see? So this is how I'm going to proceed till I get to my desired length. So I proceed, double crochet, then the last loop, double crochet. You see? So here is the front neckline, and here is the sleeve, and this is the back piece. So I'm going to use my ruling tape to measure. So using inches, you can see I have like 3.5 inches for the length for this one. So 3.5 inches. So the next thing I'm going to do right now is to close the sleeve, the two sleeves. So right now I'm going to proceed. So I'm going to chain one, then I return. So I insert in the first loop right here with double crochet. I proceed into the next loop, double crochet, next, double crochet, next, 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 double crochet. So I'm going to proceed like so till I get to the last point, the loop here. Now as you can see, I've got to the last loop here. So right now I insert into the corner loop with double crochet. So in this corner loop it's going to be two double crochet. This is one already. I insert again the second time with double crochet. Can you see? So right now I can now invite the second sleeve. So before I invite the second sleeve, I'm going to chain three, one, two, and three. So I yarn over. Can you see? So right now I insert into the corner loop. So two double crochet also in this corner loop, one and two. Can you see? So I can now proceed. Next loop, double crochet, next, next, double crochet, next. Can you see? So this is how I'm going to proceed till I get to the last loop, the loop preceding the corner loop. Okay, so the last loop. Can you see? So right now I can now move into the corner loop. Here I'm going to also make two double crochets, one, two. Can you see? So right now I'm going to chain three like I did the other time. One, two, three. So I yarn over my hook. I can now invite this. So two double crochets also in this corner loop on my left hand side. Can you see? So I proceed with the rest of the loops, double crochet. Can you see? So I'm going to proceed till I get to the last one here. Can you see? I've got to the last loop. So right now I proceed from here. I chain one, so I return. I insert into the first loop right here with double crochet. I proceed into the next loop, double crochet. And you see? So this is how I'm going to proceed till I get to. So I proceed till I get to the last one here, the last loop here, after which I proceed into this. Can you see? I've got to the last loop. So I can now proceed into the chain which I have here. So in each of these same chain, I'm going to make two double crochet. Can you see? So I proceed to the next chain. In this next chain, I will also make two double crochet. Can you see? Then the last one, you remember it was three chain I made. So this is the last one, two double crochet as well. Can you see? So it means I have the total of six double crochet just here. So right now I can now proceed into the rest of of, of the loops. Can you see? So, and this is how I'm going to do also by the time I get to this last loop here. So I've got to the last loop. So now right now is just to insert in the chains I have at the center of this sleeve. So like I did the other time, in each of these chain I will be making 2 double crochet. This is one. I insert again, double crochet, making 2. So right now I proceed into the next one, 2 double crochet, 1, 2. Then the last one, 2 double crochet, you see. So right now I can now proceed into the next loop, double crochet, and you see. So this is how I'm going to proceed till I finally round up this aspect of the top. Now as you can see right here, I've got to the point where I'm to insert the down part of this gown. So right now what I'm going to do before I proceed to the down part, I'm going to work with the button line. So what I shall be doing right here, I will first chain 1. Can you see? Having chain 1, I insert with single crochet, single crochet, single crochet, I proceed, single crochet, and you see. So this is how I'm going to proceed till I get to the end of this line, all single crochet. Now as you can see, I've completed this. So right now I'm going to chain 1, then I return, I insert into the first loop with single crochet. Can you see? So right now I'm going to chain 2, 1, 2. So I skip 1, 1, 2. I move into the third loop with single crochet. You can see this is my buttonhole. So I proceed. So right now I chain another 2, 1, 2. So I skip 1, 2. I move into the third one with single crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Can you see? So 1, 2. So on this line depends on how you want the gap between the button hole to be. If you want the gap to be more than this, actually if you want your buttonhole to be like 3, then you have to divide the number of loops here by 3. If you want it to be 4, then you divide the number of loops here by 4. So whatever, when you calculate the number of loops here, you divide it by 4. So it will give you the number of loops you have to make after the buttonhole of each. So that is just what is here. So I proceed. 1, 2 with single crochet. So this is how I'm going to proceed till I round it up on this, till I get to the last one here. So as you can see, I've got to the last one here. So right now I'm going to leave this as it is. Then I can now move to the one on my right hand side. I'm going to insert into the first loop right here as I invite another yarn. So I insert, single crochet, single crochet, now proceed, single crochet, and you see. So this is how I'm going to proceed till I also get to the down part, to the last one here. Now can you see I've completed to the base here. So right now I'm going to chain 1, then I return, I insert, first loop, next, single crochet, next, single crochet, next. So I proceed like this till I get to the last one here. Now as you can see, I've got to the last one here. That is the second round on the one on my right hand side. So right now I'm going to cut this off. So I can now proceed with this. So I chain 1, I return, I insert into the second loop. This is the first loop, but I insert in the second loop. with single crochet. In the buttonhole, I will make 2 single crochet, 1, 2. Then I proceed into the rest of the loops. Single crochet, then the buttonhole, 2 single crochet, sorry. So like this I proceed. Now I'm going to round it over. I continue like this throughout the neckline, all through the neckline. Then I finally conclude it here, complete it here rather. So now, as you can see, I've completed the round up to this end. So here I slip stitch. So right now I'm going to proceed from here. The one that has the buttonhole is going to overlap this like so. Can you see? So right now I'm going to insert my hook right here. Then I insert into the first loop here. So I'm going to invite another color. Sorry. I insert. So I invite another color like I said. Can you see? So right now I'm going to chain 1, 2, I yarn over and insert again into this same loop, double crochet, I proceed into the next loop, double crochet, I proceed next, double crochet, then the last loop, so I can now proceed next double crochet, next, next double crochet. And you see, so this is how I'm going to go round till I get to the last loop here. You see, now as you can see, I've got to the last loop here. So right now I'm going to insert in the first stitch and slip stitch. Can you see? So here I will be making a band, and this is the first row of my band. So I'm going to proceed to the next row. Now I'm going to chain 1, 2, 3. So right now I yarn over. I'm going to insert from the front like this. Can you see? With double crochet. So I move to the back. Can you see? Double crochet, front, front space, double crochet, then to the back, double crochet, to the front, double crochet, to the back, double crochet, to the front, double crochet. Can you see? So this is how I'm going to proceed round till I get to the last one here. So as you can see right here, I've got to the third row of this color. 1, 2, 3. So it actually depends on how wide you want the band to be. If you want to proceed to make it 4, no problem, but I'm going to stop here. So the next thing I'm going to do right now is to make a slip stitch in the first stitch right here. Can you see? So right now I'm going to go into the down part proper. So the next thing I'm going to do right now is to chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Now having chained 3, I yarn over the hook. I'm going to insert into the same loop again with double crochet. Can you see? Now I have 2 double crochet here. So because the first 3 chains signifies, it stands for 1 double crochet. You can see it glaring. So right now I'm going to chain 2, 1, 2. So I yarn over, I insert again into the same loop, double crochet, again another double crochet. So as you can see right here, I have 2 double crochet on my right hand side with 2 chains and 2 double crochet on my left hand side. Can you see? So right now I'm going to proceed. I yarn over my hook. Now the next loop here, I'm going to skip and I move into the next one. You see, I skip this loop, I move into the next loop with double crochet. Can you see? See the loop I skipped? So right now I proceed again. The next loop here, I will skip also. I move to the next one with double crochet. So I insert again with another double crochet. So I have two double crochets right here. So I'm going to chain two. One, two. I insert again in the same loop, two double crochets right now on my left hand side. Can you see? So I proceed. I skip this next loop. I move into this with double crochet. So I skip this also. I move into the next one, double crochet, another double crochet. So two chains, one, two, and two double crochet. Can you see? So this is how I'm going to proceed till I complete this round. So to complete, I will do the last one which I have here. I skip this as usual. I insert into the next one right here with double crochet. Can you see? So right now I can now slip stitch. So I move into the first stitch right here first, where I slip stitch. Sorry. Now I count one, two, three, the third loop of the first one. I slip stitch. So I move into the next one, the bigger loop. You can see I'm in the bigger loop right now. I slip stitch. So I'm going to chain another three. One, two, three. And it doesn't matter if you insert in between these two double crochet first and make a slip stitch, it's still the same. So right now, this one here, this three chain is standing as one double crochet. So I move into the loop again, double crochet, then the third time double crochet, then I chain two, one, two, and you see I have one, two, three double crochet, two chains. Then on my left hand side I will also make three double crochet, one in the same loop, two, three. Can you see? So unlike the base where I have, so right now I yarn over. Now you see there is one and double crochet in between this triangular loop. So I'm going to insert right away like so from the front, then with double crochet. Can you see? So right now I just move into the next triangular loop, three double crochet on my right hand side, two, then the third one, one, two, three, then I chain two, one, two. So I insert again three double crochets, one, two, and three. Can you see? So right now I can now proceed again. You can see the strand in between these two triangular loop. I come in like so, double crochet. Can you see? So I move into the triangular loop, three double crochet on my right hand side, two, three, then I chain two, one, two, then three double crochet on my left hand side, and all in the same loop. And you see, so this is how I'm going to proceed till I round it up. on this round. So you can see the down part, but I'm left with designing the base of this gown. But before I go to that, I will quickly take my measuring ruling tape and measure what I have. Depends on the size of a child or a girl you're making for, or baby. So I'm using inches. You can see where I've placed my ruling tape. So to the edge here, so you see is 8.5 inches. Let me say 8.5 inches. So right here, and this is the front, here is the back. So I'm going to proceed, like I've just said, that I'm going to make a design at the base of this gown. So the first thing I'm going to do before I go to that is to make a slip stitch. Then I proceed into the next one. I slip stitch. Next, I slip stitch. Then lastly, I slip stitch here also. So right now, I'm going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. So I insert here. So in this very loop, I'm going to make like 9, about 9, either 9 or 8 double crochet depending on how it looks. So I have 3 already. So I proceed. 3. Sorry, let me take that again. That's 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. Let me extend it to 10. 10. So right now, I insert here, can you see, with single crochet. Then I proceed into the bigger loop, this loop right here, 10 double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So right now I'm going to insert into this loop here with single crochet. Then I proceed in the next one, 10 double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then I insert here with single crochet. So this is how I'm going to proceed till I complete this round. And you see. So as you can see, I'm left with one loop, after which I close it up here. So right now, I'm going to make 10 double crochet in this loop also. I have these 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So right now, I insert. So it's either you insert in this loop or you insert in the second one. You know it is two, 1 and 2. So either of the two is acceptable. So I'm going to insert. Let me just insert in the second one with single crochet. So right now I move into this. So I'm going to count. You know, initially here I make 3 chains. So I count the 3 chains. So 1, 2, 3. I insert in the third chain. So I slip stitch. And you see. So right now I can now cut this off with a long tail. And you see. This is the front. So right now I'm going to proceed to the next one. So here I'm going to make the belt across the neck. So right now I'm going to count how many stripes I have here to determine the midpoint. So I'm going to count right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So it's either I do it another way or I do it this way. So it's either I just fold this into 2. Make sure that this matches with this to give me the midpoint. Then I can now dictate. So the midpoint is going to be here. So it's either I do it this way or I use my now what I have here, counting to this side, I have how many stripes here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I have 12 here. If I have 12 stripes here, then I should have 12 stripes on the other side. So if I don't want to use this method, I can just take my ruling tape and measure. It's either I use inches or I use centimeter. I measure. So here you can see I have 10 inches. So I'm going to look for the half. So it's going to be 10 divided by 2. I will be having 5. You can see So the center point is here. Okay. Now when I count the stripe, do you remember I have two stripes when I did it the other time, the other way? Now, when I count the stripes here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and this is the 12th one. So it's the same thing. So right now, in this center point, I'm going to insert my stitch marker. So just as a demarcation, so I just put my stitch marker right there. Now from this, on my right hand side, I'm going to count the stripes. I will be making use of the stripes. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have 5 here. So it's either I make use of 5 or I make use of 6 stripes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to extend it to 6. So I'm going to insert my stitch marker here. So you see that, like I said, this is that I stop at 5 or 6 IS. So you shouldn't go towards this extreme. So also I'm going to count from the center, from here. Also I'm going to count 6 stripes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm going to insert my stitch marker. Let me just use this. So from here, I count towards my right hand side to impute my belt also here. So sorry, I've decided to make it 5 instead of 6, so that the band has to cut cross this place, the center of this sleeve, not to the extreme of this and not to the extreme of this. So that is why I've just decided to make it 5. Now if you can see, when I trace it up, so I will be having the midpoint here on the sleeve. So right now I'm going to start from my left hand side, so you can see where I've inserted my hook. So I invite the yarn. So let me just remove this. So I'm going to fasten this together. So I insert again. So at this juncture, I'm going to make 3 chains. 1, 2, and 3. So right now I yarn over. I move into the next one. Here is the next one with double crochet. I proceed next. Double crochet. So I have 3. I proceed next. Double crochet. I have 4. Next. Double crochet. 5. Next. 6, next 7. So I'm having just like this is 1.5 inch for the width of this belt, so it's okay. So right now I'm going to chain another 3. 1, 2, 3. So turn, double crochet from the back, front, back, front, double crochet, then back. So I proceed again. I chain 3. 1, 2, 3. I turn, back, front. This is the front, so I will just maintain it like that. But if I want this one, so back now, double crochet, front, back, and front. Can you see? So this is how I'm going to proceed with this. Then after that, I can now come to this one. So this one, I'm going to start somewhere here till I get to this place, after which I proceed the same process with this. Now, as you can see, I've completed the one on my left hand side. So I've also fixed it at the back. And you see, so I'm going to move to the second one, which is the one on my right hand side. You can see the stitch marker is still there in order for me not to lost where I demarcated. So right now I'm going to count. I'm going to start from this end strand, because it has to be 4 like I did here. You know, here I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to start right here and insert my hook like so. So I bring this in and I fasten it just like I did to the other one. So right now I'm going to insert. So I'm going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. So I insert the next one right here. double crochet, next, double crochet, next, double crochet, next, can you see, next, then the last one. So right now I'm going to remove my stitch marker, so I just insert into the last one here with double crochet. Can you see? So I'm going to count 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7, just like the other one. So right now I'm going to proceed. I'm going to chain 3, 1 2 3. So I return. So I'm going to start from this first one here, bringing it out with double crochet. Then I proceed from the back, and you see, double crochet. Then from the front, double crochet, back, double crochet, front, then back. So I proceed again. I chain 3, 1 2 3. I return again. So I just follow what I have. You know, this first one is from the back, so that's why I'm inserting from the back, double crochet, then front, back, front, back, double crochet, then front. Can you see? You can see it goes along with this one also goes along with this. So this is how I'm going to proceed till I get to the length. The length I have, the length of this is 15.5 inches, so it has to be the same length with this. So this is how I'm going to proceed till I get to the desired length. Now here is the second hanger, as you can see, just like this one. Now initially when I started with 3 chains. Now you could make yours 2. When you make it 2, it will be more smaller in terms of the length of each of these. So it totally depends on what you want. If you make it 3, that is making it 3 chains before you actually start the crochet, it's still okay. What I mean is this. So instead of me making 3 chains, 1 2, I've resolved to making 2 chains. So I will just yarn over. This has to be from the back first, double crochet, then from the front, double crochet, from the back, double crochet, front, double crochet, back, then the last one, front, double crochet. So it will make it shorter. Unlike when I use three chains, it will be a bit longer than this. So right, that's what I'm trying to clear in this respect. So right now I've got to my desired length for this hanger. Now if I turn it to the back, you're going to see, so just exactly like this. Then I fix this here. So what I'm left to do right now is to attach this to the waist circumference. So right now I'm going to leave the button seat space. So I will be starting from here. Then I invite this inward. I bring it, can you see? And I make it very tight. Then I can now bring this like this. So right now I insert into the second loop right here. Then also this one, I insert from the base of the waist circumference. So I bring it out gently, making sure that it does not affect the white one. So let me come over. I insert into the next loop right here. Then the one on the waist circumference. So right now I slip stitch. Can you see? So I proceed to the next one, the next loop, and also on the waist circumference. Can you see? So I bring it out with a slip stitch. So I proceed to the next one. Then the next one I have on the waist circumference, I slip stitch. Then I proceed into the next. Next. I slip stitch. Next. So I slip stitch. So I've got to the last one. So what I'm going to do is just to bring it like this. Then I can cut it off, cut the long tail off. Now let me show you how it's going to look like. Can you see? So, but if you want it to be very closer to this point here, then I can shift it to this side, then it will just leave this place alone. So it totally depends on what you want. So I haven't cut the tail, so I'm going to bring it out like this. Then I make it tight. So this tail is for me to use my needle to secure what I have under it, like so, this place, just to make it to secure. So right now I'm done with this side. This is what I have. So the next thing right now is to go to the sleeve, making it a puff one to make it more beautiful. So as you can see, I've inserted my needle. So I'm going to insert through this place. I insert again. So proceed. So I can now cut this off. So it has been secured. So I move to the next stage. So as you can see, I've completed the first row. So I'm going to repeat this 5 more times to make it 6 row. It depends on how long you want the sleeve to be, but it shouldn't be. It depends, but I'm going to stop at six rows. But if you wish to make your own shorter, like 5 row is okay, or even 7 row is okay. So the next thing I'm going to do right now is to make a slip stitch. So I insert, I move into the next one and slip stitch. Now finally into the bigger loop, I slip stitch. Can you see? So right now I'm going to chain two. 1, 2. I insert, double crochet, so that I will have 2 double crochet on my right hand side with 2 chains. 1, 2. Then 2 double crochet to complete this loop, to complete this model rather. You can see the triangular model. So I proceed into the next one. The next one is going to be this. I will just insert straight into this, 2 double crochet, 1, 2, then with 2 chains, 1, 2. Then I insert again 2 double crochet to complete this model. Can you see? So this is how I'm going to proceed all through. Now the next one is this. Here is the next one. I insert straight like that, 2 double crochet, 2 chains, 1, 2, then 2 double crochet. Now, as you can see, I'm on the sixth row. Now, if I count from the base, you discover this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You see, six model, that is 6 row. So I'm going to proceed from here. I'm going to slip stitch. Also here, I make a slip stitch. Then here in the bigger loop, I also slip stitch. Can you see? So right now I'm going to, haven't got to my desired length. Is for me just to make this wider one to be shorter. So that is the process in which I am. So right now I'm going to chain one first. Can you see? So I insert into this loop with 2 single crochet. This is one. I insert the second time, single crochet. Can you see? So I proceed to the next loop here. So I move into the next loop here with single crochet one, the second time single crochet. See, then I move to the next one, single crochet one, two. Next, single crochet one, two. So this is how I'm going to proceed till I complete this same round, or with 2 single crochet in each of the triangular loop. So I proceed. Next, 2 single crochet one, two. Next, 2 single crochet one, two. So right now I can slip stitch right in the first one here. So right now I'm going to chain one now for the last round. Then I insert also with single crochet. Then now it's not 2 single crochet but 1 single crochet across the loops on this end, on this round or this row. You see, single crochet. Next, single crochet. Next, single crochet. You see, so this is how I'm going to proceed till I round it up, till I complete it here with slip stitch. Single crochet. So right now I can now slip stitch. Can you see? Very, very beautiful sleeve. I hope you like this. So whichever thing I want to attach, I will just attach maybe here, or I leave it like this. Here is the back. I've also fixed the button. Can you see? So I really want to appreciate you all for taking your time to watch this video. Thank you very, very much. Thank you for always being there. And I've actually come to the conclusion of this tutorial. If you have any comment, please kindly drop your comment in the comment box. And please don't forget to share this video out. And the pass-by too, please, you could just appreciate this work by clicking on the liking button, giving it a thumbs up. Thank you very, very much. So till I come your way again, thanks for watching. So I will also be expecting you, if you are interested, to also practice on your own. You discover that it's something you can, easily get. Just follow the process. Once you follow the process, you get it. Yes. Thank you very much. So bye for now. So right here, as you can see, I've completed one of the sleeves. Can you see? It's just the pattern of what I have down here. So right now, I proceed to the second sleeve. So I'm going to insert my hook right here. So right now, I'm going to chain 2. 1, 2. So having chained that, I insert into the same loop with double crochet. So I chain 2, 1, 2. So I proceed. Double crochet. Second time, double crochet. Can you see? I have my V shape right here. So right now, I'm going to proceed. Now I'm going to skip one loop. So this is the next loop, but I'm going to skip this next loop. I move into the second loop. Sorry. Double crochet. So I skip this loop. I move into the next loop. I insert again, double crochet. Two double crochets on my right hand side. I chain 2, 1, 2, I insert again, 2 double crochet on my left hand side. So I have my V shape. Now I proceed again. I skip this loop, I move into the next one. I'm going to make sure that the yarn is a bit thick. You see? So I insert the second time, double crochet, I chain 2, so this time around I'm going to skip 2 loops. I just move into this, or I can just proceed like that into the next, skipping 1 loop. It means I'm repeating it 3 times. 2 chains, 1, 2, double crochet. So it means I skip 1 loop here, I skip 1 loop here. Now this time around I'm going to skip 2 loops. So 1, 2, I move into the third loop with double crochet, 2 double crochet, I chain 2, 1, 2, 2 double crochet, 1, 2. So I proceed. Now it's going to be 1, I skip 1, 1, I move into the next one, double crochet, 2 double crochet, 1 and 2. So I chain 2, 1, 2, I insert again, 2 double crochet, 1 and 2. So I skip this also, I move into the next one, 2 double crochet, 1, 2, 2 chains, 1, 2, 2 double crochet in the same loop.